loud calls. The Sunday market's closed on Sunday. The morning's promise sickened down. Tom waits, belts burns from out the stereo, his voice a burnt-out whiskey stout. 3 cobalt girls in overalls make no attempt to reign supreme. Their boredom is akin to linen, their voices fabric-softened sheep. Reluctant boyfriends stop to think, as toddlers scream delight and anguish, while tortured souls abandon drinks, despite the rising costs of living. Fading floorboards flounder fast, these Christmas steps proceed not forward. Oak-paneled walls protect the past, as winds attempt to startle rooftops. Bleak night again sees crowd victorious. Without the junk, no sense of place. The public house is child refuge, its rabble refuse, welcome waste. This one's called Medieval Luto, which is lasting for half morning. Perpendicular existences beat upon the artist's back as hurriedly he seeks to find sweet presents for his bitter wife. With soaked-red shoes he tramps the streets, imagining himself to be a hero of the greatest war, a lover, savior, nothing more. It greatly saddens him to see a glass of whiskey left untouched, or bearded men with walking sticks losing at a game of chess, or bright young minds absorbed by screens with Wi-Fi tumors in their heads, or further still, shy northern girls wrapped in tragedy for warmth. Consumed by voyeuristic needs, the artist sleeps, for once unaided, lamenting moist white breasts of dream, assumes position, peeking keen, that arcs his back with guiltless torture. Projectile water, showerhead, is reminiscent of fellatio. He pulls and pulls the monster's beak till the thick white blood is wild narration. Tomorrow wins, it always does, its triumphs not defined by lust, but rather deep longing for deliverance, which sadly never comes to pass. This one's called Underground Man. It was a dream that I had. Jim Morrison rises from the dead and stars as himself in a Levi's coat. Electronic vagina replicators appear in 100 different variations in the internet catalog. Making love without a gas mask on will take some routine. As 2 android rivals face to duel one another, an empty Tesco bag floats meditatively between them. Time is suspended in questions of quality surface on the lips of cynical munchkins at the back row. The artist awakes to find himself drowning in vomit, still drunk from last night's back in Italy. She wanted nothing more than the totality of everything, but never managed to grasp the fact that temporality is the only constant experience. Bloodletting on a new moon. I let my facial hair exercise its will as 4 leopard cubs need a foreign breast. Their virgin claws are zealous, tumbling out from under the bed. These mewling monsters are curious but vigilant, mere playthings for a mother who's not quite right in head. Avoiding certain danger, I reinforce concrete steps with rotting plywood. My will is decomposing and there is no one here I trust. Out on the balcony I produce my works and roll a cigarette. David Hockney congratulates me on my choice of tobacco, as the economy brand, wrapped in people plastic. The package rips and the sour product spills, reminding me that violence is a safety net stretched taut and sinister, collecting thoughts and actions which I cannot erase. This realization is fleeting and soon dies, like the echoing cries of the murdered man who dared to step outside of Plato's cave. I sit beside the painter on a tawdry vinyl chair, once again a confident young man. So I've got a few more which are newer, which aren't in the collection. I don't know what's going to happen to them. They might turn into songs, they might turn into something else, but you don't have very long to wait. This one's called Carcinoma. In an alternate universe we could have been friends, but that's only because I like to pretend. Let your anecdotes flow as free as your hair, but your actions and words are as blank as a chair. My teeth, the white razors that pierce supple flesh, leaving scars to remind you it was never a test. Instead, it was a play with an elaborate plot, which premiered in Broadway but was soon forgotten. The thespian jester, issue dress rehearsal, opting instead for gender reversal. The plumber with mustache as terse as a brush was constantly late and inspired no trust. The girl playing the lead, she struggled with lines because she was steaming drunk all the time. The critics and audience fell silent and waned. The tearful producer looked for someone to blame. I may be a coward, pithy and weak, perverted, unclean, pathetically meek. I'm abstract, absurd, and borderline mad, and yet still the most vivid memory you've had. And now we're apart, alone and unwanted, but that's just as well because the play's been aborted. I just wish you to know the following thing, that I'm finally on to your venomous scheme, and I pity the boys who are queuing up in line for your hand. Blue as fire. Stalemate sweepstakes take the biscuit. Fuzzy noises strike me dead. Who's afraid of resolutions, dirty prisons, or stale bread? First we come upon a mast, shaking, swinging in the wind. Burnt-out heroes swarm around it, praying for an ancient death. Foxes circle these fresh corpses, biding time and baiting sleep, before the gift of soft bleak whimper escapes with solitary breath. Behind this scenic moonless valley, greying cattle graze with dread. There's drumming too from distant mountains, smoke-ring signals, naked jest. Through curved glass the scene is painted and narrated further still by a bespeckled acrid author who cannot wait to drink his fill. His twisted words and filtered visions beam into 1,000 screens, blue as fire, burning softly, like a flaccid quaking fist. And this one is called Show Your Wound. Through concrete walls I hear a noise, like children bathing in the moon. They cry in protest at the object, placed instead of silver spoon. A terracotta feather magnet which beam stops right inside your mind. Note the tickling sensation. It helps the brain cells to unwind. Now, this object's got some school potential if used correctly by mankind, but sadly those who have been tested temporarily went blind. Bring me the head of John the Baptist, Jesus Christ and Buddha too. Are there corpses maimed and wounded? No. Why not? Now start again. And while you're at it, why not Thatcher, Cameron, Osborne, Theresa May, Streisand, Tito, Mao and Stalin, Beyonce Knowles and Kanye West? Don't stop here. We've barely started. Let's dig mass graves 10 feet by 6 and fill them up from top to bottom with those who take but never give.